Hi guys, it's me and Tiffany Benson, one part of Team Benson, and I'm out here on this very gloomy day, and I'm going to give you guys a garden tour. So if you guys have seen my last video, my whole entire garden got destroyed about a month ago, and I have really been babying it, trying to get it to grow back in order to save my vegetables. Some things I've been able to save and some things I just couldn't. So if you want to see what all we have that's continuing to grow and the little things I have been able to save, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so the things that I wasn't able to save, I pulled up, and I was lucky enough to find a few starts at the nurseries. So we have a local nursery here in Arizona that's about 2 minutes away from my house. It's actually one street over, and then we have a Home Depot that I found two things from too as well. So let's take a quick tour and see what we got. Okay, so here is my first bed. If you guys remember, the first bed was completely done. I pulled out the last of the radishes and they were done. But I was able to find some lettuce that were starts. These were really little when I first got them a couple weeks ago, and now they're starting to grow up into some nice big leaves. This place is still blank. I'm going to put some radishes there today because right now we can start growing pretty much everything. And then these are some Swiss chards that I found at the nursery too as well. Actually, no, I found these ones at Home Depot. So the Swiss chard is doing well. I've already started pulling a little bit of it and using it. So surprise, surprise, the nasturtium came back. This is really cool because these were special to me because they were seeds that were given to me by All Purpose Mom. If you guys haven't seen Jerry's channel, I will tag it down below in the description box. But I was so sad when these got destroyed because they were a gift, and they were a gift that I was able to grow, and you know, I'm hoping to one day see these flowers and see what they taste like. My celery actually started to grow back. As you guys can see, there's still a little bit of damage on it. I've been kind of letting the plants grow out and then cutting the damaged leaves off slowly. So that has grown back. The dill, there's one little dill that survived. All the other dill is gone, but there's one little dill that survived. Surprisingly, 2 collards survived as well. All of the other ones are gone, but 2 collards survived. In one of the collard spaces, I did have a snowball cauliflower that I put there. So we'll see what that kind of grows into. And then my garlic is looking better and better every day. It's starting to grow pretty nicely. I've never grown garlic before, so if you guys have any tips on what I should do at this stage, like if I fertilize it or if I just let it be until the next couple of months come around, let me know, because that's something I want to really grow on my own. My cilantro is going crazy. Like this, I'm so excited about. It did not kill the cilantro, and then also this little Italian oregano, it didn't kill that too as well. Like that one was pretty bad looking, but it's starting to grow back. The parsley is still doing well. This one is another snowball cauliflower that I need to prune a little bit of the leaves. As you can see, these are from the hail. It's not bug damage, it's just from where the hail kind of destroyed the leaves. My onions, surprisingly, they're doing something. So I've never grown onions before, so I'm just gonna leave this whole space blank because there's little onion seeds or little leaves or something that are just popping up where I put the onions down. And then the sage is still doing really well. Once again, this is hail damage, not bug damage. And then look guys, that's the artichoke. That is the artichoke. I've pretty much cut off every damaged leaf on the artichoke, and these are the new leaves that have grown back. So I am beyond excited. So I was heartbroken heartbroken when I thought that my one and only artichoke plant was gone, because artichokes are so expensive at the store, and I really just wanted to grow my own organic artichoke plant. And I had found this one little start at the nursery that's down the street from my house, and I was so excited about it. So coming home and seeing all of the hail damage, that like it destroyed me on the inside, guys, because I was so sad. Like, that was my one thing that I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. So it's starting to grow back, and yay! If you have grown artichoke before and you guys have any advice for me, leave me some tips down below. Give me some advice, because this is my first time growing artichoke, and I really want to have some little artichokes grow up so that I can eat them. So what I'm really excited about too, guys, is that these are the cabbages here and here that I got from the Great American Seed Up. These cabbages are actually growing back. So as you can see, I've cut away most of the damaged leaves. This is the last leaf that has hail damage, but they have grown back really, really nicely. So I'm excited for this cabbage and that cabbage over there. They're two different types that I have. Also, this tomato plant, look guys, it's pretty much all the way back. I think this is the last one that has some damage on it. The tomato is pretty beat up on it. I've just been leaving it there. But look at all of these leaves. They're all grown back and they're healthy. So I'm letting this kind of go. It's been a little bit cooler in Arizona, and I haven't covered it, so maybe I'll start covering it and see what happens. The flowers have decided to start growing back. They've also started to reseed themselves. This flower is dead, but look at these. These are nice and they're healthy and they're pretty, and now they're blossoming too as well. And nothing kills shishito peppers at all. Like, if you guys have ever grown shishito peppers, this is the most durable pepper that you can ever grow in Arizona. I have two of them, and they were completely destroyed. As you can see on here, this is damage from hail. All of this is hail damage. But I took up all the leaves that I could, and these are all fresh new baby leaves that have grown back. So shishito peppers are super expensive at the grocery store, but look, oh wow, it's already starting to bud. Look at there, guys. So yeah, there should be no reason why you should ever buy shishito peppers. And we have one lone bok choy. Just one. This one had a bunch of them in there, and this is the only one to survive. So we'll see what that goes. So guys, if you've never made shishito peppers before, they are actually really, really good. You just take them and you blister them with like some olive oil, and then I put garlic salt on top of them, just some fresh crushed garlic salt, and we dip them in sriracha, which is really, really amazing. It's a vegetable that you can have as a side dish from the traditional like green beans and potatoes and different things like that. It's a pepper, and you can have just a pile of shishito peppers, and they're amazing. There's something that if you go to a grocery store and you try and just purchase them, they can be upwards of $15 a pound for shishito peppers, which is ridiculously priced, being the case that nothing kills them in Arizona. So if you're in Arizona and you're paying $15.99 a pound at grocery stores here for organic shishito peppers, you're crazy, because they're the easiest thing to grow. I grow them in a pot. They really have no muss, no fuss, and they're delicious. So this is the bed that had the most damage in it. My flowers on the end here are gone. This tomato plant, I've been leaving it. It is growing back a couple more leaves on it, but I don't know, it looks pretty bad. There's a few little leaves coming on these lettuce plants, but they were completely destroyed. This rosemary, on the other hand, grew better after the storm. It's gotten so big, and I'm excited for this to become one of those big giant rosemary bushes. But all of my beans, guys, were just destroyed. I was able to find some starts. These ones are cauliflower. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 cauliflowers that will be in this bed, and I'm going to grow them until it's time for me to put green beans, and then I'm going to put green beans back in this bed. It's weird, we have this one plant that just survived. It's a green bean plant. Most of the leaves were destroyed off of it, and it's even lost its runner, but it's trying. So, you know, I'm just gonna leave it, let it live its best life. But the sage was covered up by all of the green beans, so that actually survived the storm. It only had hail damage on one side there. So this bed was really, really sad and disappointing because I really wanted to learn to can green beans today, but you know, life happens and we have more cauliflower in its place. So I had one bed that actually did pretty well. It didn't get as destroyed in the storm, and I think it's because the plants were a little bit bigger, and so I was able to cut off some of the leaves that got messed up. But this is now my new favorite space in my garden, guys, because this is my one space that looks like an actual garden. So I'm going to take you through and let you guys see what I have going on in here. So the eggplant is still trying to survive, so I'm just letting it do its thing. Does anybody know how long one eggplant can survive? Because this has been going on for a year, and it already has new leaves. It'll flower. I think this is going to be a flower. Yep, that's actually a little eggplant right in there. And it just keeps producing eggplant, but I don't know if it's supposed to go on and on and on, or do they actually die out? Who knows? These are the scarlet runner beans that I got from the Great American Seed Up. As you can see, some new leaves are going, but the original runner is gone, so I don't know if it's going to grow another one. I think that might be what this is. But it started growing in new leaves. It still has a lot of hail damage that I haven't taken off. I've been taking it off slowly, but I'm just going to kind of let it go and see what happens. If the frost doesn't kill it, I think we're supposed to get like a little bit of a frost. So if it doesn't kill it, I'm just going to let it grow for the rest of the new year and see what happens. My broccolis are doing really amazing. They're starting to get really huge. And also, look guys, the cabbage that I thought was going to die looks so beautiful. This is those Jersey cabbages that I was so excited to grow because they're not a traditional cabbage shape. They're more of a cone shape. So I'm really excited to see what those look like. My cilantro is just going insane and crazy. I have more of it over here, and this is another cabbage. I forgot the name of this one. I don't have the type of it marked, I just have cabbage. But I know it's not a Jersey cabbage, I know it's different. I'll have to look that one up. But this bed is doing really well. And look at this. This is amazing. These are my sweet peas. And as you can see, there's tons of peas on here, just tons. This one barely got any type of hail damage, and it's just been going really good. So we are attempting not to eat these all fresh out of the garden so that we can actually make a stir fry. But both me and Mr. Benson love sweet peas, so far none of them have made it in. Now, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I posted a picture saying I have tons of cilantro, what should I do with it? I did make a pasta salad with a little bit of it, tuna pasta salad with a little bit of it, but it's almost all the way grown back. Like, I pruned that down pretty far and it's grown back a lot. So if you guys have great recipes with cilantro, I have a post on my Instagram, which I will put right here. Make sure you guys go on there and put a suggestion, put a recipe on what I should do with all of my cilantro, because my goal is to be able to use all the food that comes out of my backyard as much as possible, so I'm not having to get things from grocery stores. I'm able to eat and feed my family out of a small space garden by using the things that I can grow. Some things grow way better in Arizona than other things, and cilantro happens to be one that grows like a weed this time of the year. So I want to be able to use as much of it as I can because I can grow it. It's easy to grow and it fits in my garden. So give me some suggestions. Make sure you guys go on my Instagram and leave a recipe. Okay guys, so even more exciting news. Look at all of these carrots. I thought I only had one carrot left, but they kind of just bounced back up and just started growing. So I haven't replanted any other carrots or anything like that. Like after the storm, if you guys watched the video, you saw it was only this one over here, which is the tallest one, that was still standing. The rest of them were all laying flat. Well, a couple days later, they just started to bounce back up a little bit, and then they just all grew new leaves. So I have a decent amount of carrots in here. So I'm excited to let that keep growing. The squash plant did really just take a dive, so I had to take that one out. But once again, these runner beans, I don't know what's going on with them. I think they might keep growing, so I'm gonna let them grow. My thyme over there is doing better, so letting that grow. And here, as you guys can see, I'm trying to start a little worm composting bin. I've never done this before. So far I've just been throwing any type of leaves and coffee grounds. You guys can see there's coffee filter in there. But any type of leaves, coffee grounds, browns, and greens that I can in there. And I have some worms that I set free in here that I saw start to go into here. So I'm going to fill this up with dirt a little bit so that then they have some more warm, and I'm going to put a lid over top of it too, and just continue to add all of the dead leaves that I take out of my garden into there and see if I can make compost. So my poblano pepper plant is still a no-go. I thought maybe, just maybe, since we had these green stalks starting to come through, it might do something, but I don't think it's going to, guys. So I think that is just done. I'm going to take it out of its pot and put something different in there. My cucumber plant, as you saw, that one was gone, but look at this little bit of dill. This makes me excited that I have a little bit of dill right there growing. Makes me really happy that I planted random herbs in between all of my veggies. I also think over here I have something, not sure what that is, but it kind of looks like a parsley or a cilantro. So we'll see when that gets a little bit bigger. But we don't use a whole lot of dill, so this is enough to make like a chicken salad. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then my Phoenix tomato plant, I've been leaving it despite the fact that these tomatoes look really rough. Like all of this is hail damage. And I thought like maybe it would scab over and do something, but I don't really know. So, I mean, there's a new leaf. I pretty much have cut off all the main leaves and let the suckers grow in, but this one isn't growing as fast as the other one. So that's it. That's pretty much what I've been able to save, find at the nurseries and try and regrow. And some of the other pepper plants, I've cut them way back and I'm kind of babying them, putting some fish fertilizer on them and seeing if maybe they do something. The jalapeno one and the poblano one. And we're just going to see what happens. I'm going to start planting some radishes. That'll be my next video on all the different things that I'm going to start putting in for January, because January is an important time for us Arizonans because we have 340 days in our growing season. And this year I'm going to really follow that printout that I got from the library so that I can try and reduce any type of bug damage that I can get by growing plants in the season that they're supposed to be grown in. So thank you guys for all the support that you guys have shown me. This having my garden ruined really bummed me out, and it really made me sad. And it was kind of hard kind of picking up a camera and recording it again and showing it and sharing this with you guys, but I got a lot of encouragement from you guys, and it was really nice to hear you guys say things like, you know, well, you have to keep going with it because there's not enough people in Arizona showing how to grow food, and that's important. You know, it makes me realize that I'm making videos not just for myself and for my family and to see what we have going on here, but also for other people to learn from. So eventually one day they're going to be able to provide food for their families too, based off of these videos that I've made in my little backyard trying to grow food just for my family. So it makes it feel like there's something bigger in the world that I'm supposed to be doing. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we are still giving away more seeds from the Great American Seed Up. Once we hit 150 subscribers, I'll be doing another seed giveaway and you guys can win them. We gave away four winners we picked last time. So 4 winners got 4 packs of seeds each. No, 2 winners got 4 packs of seeds each. I said that wrong. So thank you guys for all your support and all the love you guys have shown. I will see you guys next time.